Hello everyone, this is Lana Ballard, and in this video tutorial I'm continuing to work on a dune that I started in part 1. This is a time-lapse tutorial, so it's very fast-paced, but if you would like to watch full demos with full explanations, you are invited to join me on patreon.com, and I will also have a link here on screen to that. In my previous video, I worked out the composition, then I blocked in the color for the underpainting, and then actually washed that color with alcohol, rubbing alcohol into the fibers of the paper. So I ended up with a blueprint of my future pastel painting. So when that underpainting dried, I now can block in the color again with dry pastels, and at this point I'm using hard pastels usually, which are new pastels, Cretacolor, Richardson. Those that are square pastels in Richardson brand, and that helps to again kind of reserve the tooth of the paper, not fill it in immediately with softer pastels. And it also allows me to kind of get a little bit of a padding of a pigment before I start with those softer, more luxurious pastels, and it just creates more variation in color. With these kind of like very thin, more transparent layers. And my consideration when I'm still using the hard pastels is kind of what color I want to peek through final layers. And this is more close to local color, but I am looking at the hint of color that I might want to have there. So if it's a shadow area, I probably will get some purples, some blues in it. If it's an area in a distance, again, probably some cooler colors would be there. And again, if it's something in the sun, at this point, that will get a warmer color. Once I have enough coverage to re-establish the shapes in the composition, I start working on more local color. I'm trying to establish different colors, variation of colors within the shapes. So later on, when I layer a local color, final color at the top, I have a nice rich variety, but still similar value color. The sky area is also very important, and I try to get it soon enough. And here, because we are looking up the hill, the sky doesn't have that really light blue at the horizon, but still there is some dimension to it, so it will be somewhat pronounced gradient. And of course later maybe some very light feathery clouds on top of it. I can also use hard pastel at this point for kind of feathering the edges of the trees or creating some blend between the colors. Hard pastels are very nice for that as well. And if I need to blend the sky further, I would use just my glove because I work in gloves, and they are pretty good for blending pigment. But I have to make sure that the gloves are clean, so I periodically wipe them with moist paper towel before I go into the areas of the sky. Otherwise, I can transfer the dirt, transfer different colors into the something that's supposed to be very nice, luminous, and clean. I usually create masses of grass this way, that first I create a larger mass, then I'm going with the color of the sand or even shadows, cutting into these shapes, and that allows me to add as much detail or as little as I can see needed, and refine the shapes as I go. I don't start with very light color when I do the sand here, and overall I usually want to start with something that's at least a value or a few values darker, so that the sand or any other very light surface doesn't start looking very flat. When I have some texture showing through, it actually adds some dimension to it and actually adds more interest as well. So this is where I stopped recording. I did a little bit more editing on this painting. Later, you can see the result right here. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and you will be notified about my new videos coming out. And if you would like to join me on Patreon so you can watch full-length tutorials, please follow the link at the bottom. Thank you for watching.